What's up guys, I'm back with another video. So in this video I'm going to be talking about the break-in period techniques and tips, and how do you go through break-in period, what are the steps that you need to follow, how you need to ride the bike. I feel this is the perfect time to make this video because a lot of people are receiving their new bikes, that is the 2021 model Himalayan. I just want to say congratulations and have fun, ride safe, and make sure to watch this video in full so you know how to go through the break-in period. So I'm going to tell you the tips and techniques that I followed for the break-in period of this bike, and this bike is about 1 year old now. Yeah, let's get on to the video. Alright, so what happens inside the engine is the valves, the cylinder bore and the piston rings all need some time to wear in so they mate properly with the surfaces that they interact in. If these valves don't seat correctly against the cylinder head combustion chamber, the engine can lose compression and proper combustion. This in turn can lead to a blow-by of exhaust gases, which causes power loss and compromises the reliability and longevity of the engine. To bland those inner machine parts, the new motorcycle needs to be driven in a few conditions for some time, and this period is called as the break-in period. The first tip is do not use full throttle. Now what I mean by this is do not over rev your motorcycle. This is a general rule for all new motorcycles. Even Royal Enfield suggests a specific speed and RPM as a limit. You can check page number 60 in your owner's manual which you get with the bike, and it's clearly given in that. You have a table and stuff like that. Please check it out and do follow those RPM limits and speed limits. The second tip is do not make hard stops or aggressive starts, rapid acceleration unless there's an emergency. Do not do all these kind of things during your break-in period. The third tip is do not lug your motorcycle. Now what is lugging? You might have heard this term before, but you might not know the meaning of it. Lugging is the inability of the engine to gain RPM when the load is higher than usual. So usually people think it as a trend to save fuel by riding in lower RPMs on higher gears. Yeah, now this is exactly what is called as lugging. So maintain an appropriate RPM for that specific speed you're riding on. Alright. Fourth tip, never let the engine to overheat during the break-in period. Now heat is the main enemy for a new motorcycle. Avoid riding in heavy traffic for longer periods. If you do so, the engine temperature is gonna rise and the cylinder temperature is gonna rise, and this is where things can start to go screwy. So never let the engine overheat. So the fifth tip is if you're on a highway, 60 to 70 kilometers per hour and 3000 to 4000 kilometer RPM is what I would suggest you to ride in. Again, vary the speeds. Never ride in a constant speed, that is really bad. Never hold a throttle at a place. Vary the speeds, change gears, take frequent breaks during long rides, let the engine cool down for a bit and start your ride again. The sixth tip is whenever you start your motorcycle, keep it in idle for about 1 to 2 minutes. Now this is really important because when you switch off the engine for a couple of hours, the engine oil is gonna set at the bottom of the engine, and when you start it again, all the parts of the engine has to be lubricated. So you have to wait for a couple of minutes. As soon as you start riding again, don't ride aggressively. Take it calm for maybe first 5 minutes of your ride, and then you can ride normally. You should do this every morning during your break-in period and after the break-in period too. I still follow this step every single day. Every single morning when I start the bike, I keep it in idle for 2 minutes and only then I take my bike. Seventh tip, I've already said this, but do not ride in a constant speed in the same gear for longer periods. Never do that. Vary the speeds, change gears and take frequent breaks. Let the bike cool down for a bit and then start your ride again. Eighth tip, avoid riding with heavy pillions. Not only heavy pillions, if you're planning to go on a long ride, I don't know why you would go on a long ride during the break-in period, but if you're still going on a long ride, do not overload the bike with your luggage. Never do this because it is stressful for the engine. Yeah. Alright, so these are the 9 tips that I have for you guys. Make sure you guys follow this properly. Poorly broken in motorcycles will see a mediocre mileage and lower performance. I'm sure those bikes who didn't properly break in their motorcycle will find themselves in the repair shop more often than the one that was broken in correctly. So that would be my conclusion. Make sure you guys follow the break-in period. It is really important. yeah, so these are the tips that I followed, and my bike is pretty much fine now. I don't have any kind of issues at all. I just have the cone set issue, as I said. Yeah, I've heard that the 2021 model still has the cone set issue. I mean, that's a bummer basically. I don't know why they are not looking into that. Life is not perfect, right? So we just have to live with that. And once again, I want to congratulate everyone for their new bike. I hope you guys have fun. Make sure you guys ride safe and be a responsible rider. That would be the end of this video. So you guys know the drill. Like the video, share the video, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.